I call to order this meeting of the Warren County School Board for Wednesday, May the 1st, 2019. Wow. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item on our agenda is to accept or modify the agenda. Is there a motion?
Madam Chairman, I move that we accept the agenda as presented.
All those in favor, aye? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Community participation. Is there anyone who would like to address the board?
School board members and Mr. Superintendent, I am Kim Oakland. I am a teacher at Vesey Jeffries and the president of the Warren County Education Association. And the Warren County Education Association just wanted to thank you for your continued support of our teachers and staff, and realizing that having experienced teachers and staff is what will help our students the best. And even when it's been hard and you've had to make hard choices, you have been very supportive, and we thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Oakland. Thank you for your continued support. You're here at every meeting and always supporting us. Thank you. Anyone else? Recognitions. Recognition of 2019 VSBA Business Honor Roll recipients. Mr. Drescher.
Thank you. At our April 3rd, 2019 meeting, the Warren County School Board adopted resolutions recognizing 3 organizations as the 2019 School Boards Association Business Honor Roll recipients. This was an award that was started by our friend and board chair, longtime chair, Roy Boyles, when he was the president of the VSBA, and we've been very pleased to be able to do this each year. And those organizations were Fox's Pizza Den of Front Royal, Spelunker's Frozen Custard and Cavern Burger Incorporated, and Walter's Kluwer. So I don't know if any of those representatives made it tonight. I know we were struggling to get folks here. Yay! Come on up. So if you would come and
I'm with Walter's Kluwer.
excellent. The wonderful things you're doing at B Wilson. So I'll let you hold this up and we'll take some pictures.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Position me wherever you like. Okay. All right. Super. Thank you. Really, we are enjoying it tremendously. So I'll let all my colleagues know.
Thank you very much.
Next is the 2019 Roy K. Boyles Wall of Recognition inductees.
All right. The Roy K. Boyles Wall of Recognition was created in 2017 by the Warren County School Board. The inaugural inductee of the Roy K. Boyles Wall of Recognition was Roy K. Boyles, a long-standing supporter and contributor to the education system in Warren County. Roy exemplified the criteria needed to be considered as a member of the Wall of Recognition. Nominees must have had a direct connection to Warren County Public Schools. Examples of nominees are any Warren County employee, school board members, other local or regional board members, a specific group that has had a dynamic influence or impact on Warren County Public Schools. So tonight we are very, very pleased to have 2 nominees here this evening that are going to be inducted. And I'm going to go ahead and just read what's on the plaques, and then we're going to ask them to come up here. So the first one is Lillian Baltimore Sloane. And Mrs. Sloane was with us for quite a while. She began teaching in Warren County in 1948. I hope I got all this right. Ressie Jeffries was the principal, Hilda J. Barber was a co-worker, and Leslie Fox was her supervisor. Q.D. Gasky was the superintendent, and she was the only local teacher at the time to have a bachelor's degree. Pretty amazing. She taught in Fauquier County from 1957 to 1962. She then returned to Warren County as the first African American to teach at Warren County High School. She remained in the Warren County school system until her retirement in June 1987 with 37 years in education. During her tenure, she completed classes at Longwood College, Virginia State University, James Madison University, University of Virginia, and Virginia Tech, as well as numerous vocational conferences. She also recruited teachers for Warren County schools. I think, can I hire you back to do that? We need some help. So, she's received numerous recognitions, among them the Front Royal Women's Resource Center Hats Off 2017 Award, and she is an NAACP member honorary award in 2007. And she has a quote, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make you straight your paths. So, Mrs. Sloane, if you want to bring any of your family members, they're welcome to come up here too, and we'd like to present you with this. Our other recipient this evening is Dr. John B. Blanton. He graduated, he went to the University of Virginia in 1955 and 56, and Roanoke College in 56 through 60. University of Virginia, got a BA in Economics and Political Science. He was at the Virginia Polytechnic Institute, got a certificate in Advanced Studies in Administration. And also at the Virginia Polytechnic Institute, he had a school administration degree. This guy has had a lot of jobs here. 1967, he was the headmaster at John S. Mosby Academy. 1969, he was assistant principal at E. Wilson Morrison Elementary. 1971, he was the principal at A.S. Rhodes Elementary. 73, he was the principal at E. Wilson Morrison Elementary. 77, he was the principal of Warren County Junior High. 1988, he was the principal of Warren County Middle School. In 1989, he became the director of federal programs. He was the acting superintendent in 1996. And then he ended his career here in 1997 through 2008 as the administrative assistant to the superintendent. John had a love and offered selfless devotion to his community. His focus in whatever role he held was to support students and family any way that he could. He invested his time, his skills, and his funds to ensure students had every opportunity to meet success. He had a recognition that was pretty nice. In 2008, he had the John B. Blanton track at Wildcat Stadium named after him. So you can all go down there and run around the track. And his quote, very apropos to his one of his great loves is athletics, said, "If you're a talented athlete, use your talent to get an education." So Dr. Blanton, if you want to come up and bring your family.
We can go.
Yes, if you all want to sneak out now, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
That's fun stuff.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that we accept the consent agenda as written.
Second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Reports. I am able to do this because.
Mr. Fox.
I didn't see a name with that.
I just want to start by recognizing I feel like I'm here tonight with teaching royalty with Mrs. Sloane and with Dr. Blanton. Dr. Blanton was my principal in first grade, in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, and then he gave me my first job.
Wow.
So I'm very, just for these kids that are here tonight, feel very fortunate just to celebrate what they've done for our community.
What was your first job?
In-school suspension. I came to Dr. Blanton, I said, Dr. Blanton, I'm graduating, and I need a job. I've got to have a job. He put his arm around me and said, son, I've got just the job for you.
Good.
So I'd like to start with, many of us are familiar with National Decision Day when we see athletes and being signed to different colleges. But today, we celebrated a National Decision Day at our high schools. And I want to just celebrate a few of our students. We'll start with, first off, the picture we've got Angelique English is going to New England College, and Sharon Bitter, who's going to Lord Fairfax Community College. Next up, Alston Wolliver is going into the United States Marine Corps. Elizabeth Keener is going to attend West Virginia University. Morgan Coons and Savannah Hafer are going to attend James Madison University. Then Lindsay Johnson is going to attend Virginia Tech. And Keegan Braid is going to Bluefield College. So we celebrate National Decision Day to recognize all of our students for their post-secondary plans, to encourage and remind students that it's time to make a decision, to support the best match and fit for each student, to motivate and excite our younger students, because these students are leading by example. Well, whether they're going into the military, going straight into the workforce, perhaps they're going to attend community college, perhaps they're going to attend a university. But we want to celebrate all of them, and we want to support them as they take this step. They've been with us for 13 years, so this is a big step for many of them. And next up, we'd like to share a video with you from our Blue Ridge Technical Center. And again, the theme is, I can do this because.
My name is Hayden Gray, and I'm able to do this because of Mr. Kidwell at the Blue Ridge Technical Center. I'm Ethan Lawson, and I'm able to do this because of Magashak here at Blue Ridge Technical Center.
I'm Tristan Jacobs, and I'm able to do this because of Mr. Magashak here at the Blue Ridge Tech Center.
I'm Tegan Johnson, and I'm able to do this because of Magashak at Blue Ridge Tech Center.
I can do this because Blue Ridge Technical Center has helped me obtain skills in welding as I'm going for 3 certifications now.
Hi, I'm Kermit Eversole, and I'm certified in 1G, and I can do this because of Mr. Moore over at Blue Ridge Technical Center.
My name is Joel Simmons, and I do this, and I'm able to do this because Mr. Smith is probably one of the best teachers I know.
I am Riley Roy, and I can do this because of Mr. Smith at the Blue Ridge Technical Center.
So this is motor control, so the disconnect runs to the terminals and the terminals runs to the motor starter, so turn it on. Start, stop, stop.
I'm Eli Knotts, and I can do this because of Mr. Abel and the Blue Ridge Technical Center.
I'm Sharon Bitter, and I can do this because of Mr. Abel and the Blue Ridge Technical Center.
Hi, I'm Savannah. I'm going to be your nursing assistant today. I'm going to put you in your wheelchair. Is that okay? Yes. All right. First, I'm going to move your feet. All right. Tell me when your feet hit the ground, all right? You good? Just turn it. The wheels are locked. Alright. On 3, we're gonna use, just kidding.
Now I'm gonna help you sit on the edge of the bed and move over. And make sure your feet are flat.
Alright, it's gonna be a little tight. Are you okay?
Alright. Go ahead and put your shoes on.
Alright, on 3, we're gonna use your legs. We're gonna stand up and we're gonna put it to the chair, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Could you feel the chair on the back of your legs?
Yes.
Go ahead, sit down. Alright. Put your other foot up. Here's your call light.
Alright. Count of 3, we're gonna stand up and I'm gonna move you over to the chair, okay? I don't want you to tap your toe there. Tap your toe. Alright.
I'm Savannah Breeding and I know how to do this because Miss Ward taught me how.
So speaking with Ms. Baker at the Blue Ridge Technical Center, we thought it would be more appropriate for you to see what our students are learning and what they're able to do in their natural settings. Several of those students are going on to a continued career in technical training next year, and some are going straight into work because of the training that they've received at the Blue Ridge Technical Center. But next, we do have a group of students, some from Warren County High School and some from Skyline High School, here to celebrate Warren County Public Schools and to share a little bit about what they're going to do next year. And I don't know who's going first, so I'm interested to see.
Well, hello, my name is Michael Silik, and I'm a senior at Warren County High School. I currently serve as the senior class president and as the president of the Interact Club. I'm also a member of the National Honor Society, the marching and concert bands, as well as the varsity golf team. And after I graduate on June 1st, just a month away, I will be continuing my education at the University of Virginia. At UVA, I plan on double majoring in astrophysics as well as computer science, which is actually a passion of mine that was cultivated by one of my teachers, Dr. Castor. I also plan on being a member of the Cavalier Marching Band as well as a member of the student government organization at the university. After graduating from UVA, I plan on pursuing a doctorate in astrophysics and working for the Northrop Grumman Corporation. And if my life goes as planned, I will be working on an initiative to move manufacturing and agriculture off of Earth's surface and into our orbit. Now, this is an initiative that will significantly reduce our impact on the environment and preserve our standard of living for generations to come. This is also an initiative that will take over 100 years to complete. It takes a significant amount of self-discipline and drive for an individual to spend their entire life working on a project they know will not be finished in their lifetime. And this is the type of discipline and drive that I received from my education at Warren County High School. Over the past 4 years, my teachers have motivated me to pursue my dreams and have laid the foundation for my future. And I am forever grateful for the educational and extracurricular opportunities that have been given to me at Warren County, and no matter where my future takes me, I will be proud to call myself a Wildcat.
Thank you.
Hello. Michael is actually one of the few people I've ever met in my life that I said I would like him to run for president. Good evening. My name is Molly Mae Metter. I've been in the Warren County Public School System all of my life, and I will be furthering my education at Virginia Tech. I'm a first-generation college student, and without my teachers, I would have never thought that I would be able to go and attend a university. It is through the drive that I've had since my very first club, which was International Club, that exposed me to different cultures and ethnicities and gave me my first leadership role as being president when I was a freshman. From there, I moved on to the Kiwanis program, where I was president of Key Club, and I further that educated myself in how to help the community and better Front Royal. My junior year, I did something that has impacted my heart and my passion for community service. I started a program called Future Einsteins at Samos Public Library. This is a program I run every single month in partnership with the library and funding through Kiwanis, where young children in elementary school and middle school are able to have hands-on free STEM experiments, something I wish I had as a kid, and showing them that they can pursue a career past high school and in something that is so exciting, such as STEM. My passion for STEM started when I applied and was accepted to Mountain Vista Governor School for Science, Math, and Technology, which is something I'm so grateful and fortunate to have be offered in the Warren County school system. From then on, I started an internship at Pink Concussions, a nonprofit organization focusing on traumatic brain injuries in females. This was something very important to me as I had had 5 concussions in my life, one affecting my eyesight and needing glasses. From then on, I wanted to study gender research and neuroscience, and I went on to pursue a lot of research and attend symposiums, meeting people and researchers from Harvard, Stanford, Johns Hopkins, these profound institutions where they were researching something so enlightening and something so passionate to me that I wanted to pursue that as well. Attending governor's school, I started a research project that furthered my education and my research capabilities and led me to win multiple science fairs and strengthen that passion, something that didn't go unrecognized and something that Dr. Smith made sure I was aware of. These teachers held my hand but pushed me instead of holding it gracefully to always pursue those dreams and to never stop. It's institutions like Warren County and Governor's School that teach kids that, yes, you can be educated, but you can do more than be educated. You can understand the material and then use the world as your template. Your experimental design is not beholden to the school, but is the whole world, and I hope to continue that at Virginia Tech. I'm the senior class president, and I am also a member of National Honor Society, and as mentioned, I am the president of Key Club. These have showed me that I can be a leader, and I can have peers that I can be strengthened among. And I plan on continuing that at Virginia Tech as I study neuroscience and computer engineering. And I thank you, and I thank my teachers, and every single one of them, none above the other, but all above me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Keely Folks. I am a senior and soon-to-be graduate of Warren County High School. Throughout high school, I've been involved in Interact Club, NHS, where I'm the vice president, and I'm a 4-year member of both varsity soccer and volleyball. Next year, I will be attending Virginia Tech, go Hokies, and I've been accepted into the School of Engineering and Honors College. Throughout my 4 years of high school, I've been truly blessed with amazing support from teachers, coaches, and administrators. You know, our small town community creates an environment where I have developed personal connections with my teachers, which makes me so much more appreciative for all they've done for me. I've had an academically challenging but rewarding high school career. The classes Warren County offers have assisted me in developing a strong work ethic, as well as study routines that I believe will help me succeed in college. And none of this would be possible without my teachers, of course. My teachers have gone above and beyond their role as just high school teachers, coming in early to help me with AP review for tests, writing me letters of recommendation for scholarships, which has had a huge impact on me, and even serving as mentors in my field of interest, which is engineering. One example out of many of a teacher who has done these things for me and more is Dr. Castor. I chose to talk about him because I've been in 3 of his AP classes now, and while they've been the most difficult on my class load, they've also been the most enjoyable and rewarding. He has really stepped outside the boundaries of being a teacher to become a mentor for me in my future major of engineering. In the past, I have firsthand experienced prejudice and backwards mindsets about some males in the field of engineering and how they feel about females in STEM majors. In contrast, Dr. Castor served but nothing as a positive role model for me, encouraging and motivating me in a way that has reaffirmed my love for math and science. In transitioning from high school to college, my positive experiences with Warren County's public school leave me with no worries that I will be successful in Virginia Tech School of Engineering. I move forward prepared, motivated, and determined to succeed as a direct result of my time at Warren County. So I thank you guys for the opportunity to speak, and just encourage you to keep supporting our teachers as they can have incredible impacts on lives just like they have mine. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Riley Hirsch, and I'm currently a student at Skyline High School. I began applying for college in August of 2018. I was accepted to my top 2 choices, UVA and Virginia Tech. Although both schools provide a great education, I committed to becoming a Hokie and accepted my offer of admission from Virginia Tech. I was accepted to their School of Science and plan on majoring in biomedical science and engineering. I've always enjoyed school and challenging myself to take the hardest classes Skyline has to offer. I've completed over 40 college credits just through attending dual-enrolled classes offered at Skyline High School and an additional 4 credits through online classes at LFCC. I've been a part of my school's varsity volleyball team for 3 years now. I was also nominated as president of the National Honor Society. I'm proud to say on May 11th, I will be graduating LFCC with a certificate in general education. I've taken classes ranging from AP US History to AP Literature to AP Calculus. I've been blessed with the opportunity to take these classes to better my education and get prepared for college these next 4 years. I realize these rigorous classes seem agonizing, but the hardest classes contain some of the best teachers. My teachers at Skyline High School have been preparing me for college since my first day of 8th grade. Teachers here at Skyline care about their students and take the time to make sure each student understands the material. I built bonds with the teachers and administrators at Skyline High School. I will miss them tremendously, and their help will follow me through my years spent at Virginia Tech. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kind of nervous.
Don't be.
First time. Hello everyone, my name is Weilong Liu. I am a senior in Skyline High School, and today is my 6th year in the United States. I'm from China. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In the first 2-3 years in Skyline High School, I was struggling so bad with like my language, everything. And throughout all the teachers' help, like during the weekend, we would go to the library and the teacher would be there and help me. Miss Lewis, my math teacher, and Miss Hopkins, my English teacher. I'm so proud of myself. I joined the Navy 2 months ago. Yeah, after high school, I'll be deployed into Great Lake, Michigan.
Very good.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. And did you speak English prior to coming here?
No, I did not speak English.
Wow. You're doing an excellent job. Very good. Very good.
Hello, my name is Hunter Jost, and academically, I'm kind of nowhere in that line, but I was...
How about wrestling?
Wrestling, yes, ma'am. That's, I kind of was like going through high school, and when I like succeeded in wrestling, I kind of just swayed away from academics. I got lazy. I was like, oh, I can do all this, and I don't need any of that. And then, but when it came down to senior year in colleges, I didn't want to do anything. And I was being pushed by teachers, mainly Mr. Wattis, my coach, and then all the administrators. They were kind of like in my ear because they didn't want to see me just go nowhere. So that was probably the biggest reason. I am now going to Bluefield College. I'll be wrestling there. They're scholarshiping me for wrestling, but I'm also going academically for criminal justice, which I'm hoping to be in the Department of State. I'll be interning. I'll have an internship with them over the summer. This summer, it's like foreign affairs and counter threat with them. But yeah, the administration and teachers is kind of the reason I'm going to college in the first place. So I'm thankful for them because they're giving me the opportunity to actually do something with my life and not just go down.
Good.
I remember you. I had a meeting with him. It wasn't a good meeting. Wasn't a good meeting, but now it's a good one. It's a good one now. So, thank you for having me, and have a great night.
Thank you. I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight and speaking. I'm always amazed at how you young people can get up and speak and do so well. I've watched a lot of you grow up. I know you don't know I've watched you, but I've been to wrestling matches, I've been to volleyball games, and I've seen people in the bandstands, and I've seen you. And I wish you nothing but the best in your college career and all of your endeavors in the future. You have a lot going for you. Thank you. Okay, Superintendent Report.
Well, just a quick word before these guys run away, and then you can run away. I know you get to run away. I just want to thank you for coming out. It's been a pleasure to watch you learn and grow through your high school career. Like was mentioned, you know, we all are watching what you're doing all the time, and it's great to see our students grow into young men and women. When I see this kind of thing, I have no doubt our world's in good hands. So thanks for what you do.
And thank you for the support that you gave and the accolades that you gave to your teachers and your mentors and the administration. Without them, we would be lost. We do have a fantastic staff. Great, thank you. Anyone else want to say anything before they take off? I know Mr. Williams will.
Absolutely, Madam Chair. The young wrestler, the mat will open a lot of doors for you, and it'll push you through. You just have the same determination you had on that mat when there was 15 seconds left, and you were down by 1. I'm sure you remember those days. Yeah. So the education's where it's at. You'll do well. The other group, I was kind of like him. My hat's off to every one of you. Very well spoken. I mean, just truly amazing what you stand for, how you carry yourself. Keep following those dreams. They will come true. And to Mr. Silik, that's tough, knowing it's a 100-year endeavor and you won't see the end result. So that's true drive. I mean, that amazes me. I mean, because today's society is instant gratification. I want to see it and do it now, you know. So the young man going in the Navy, congratulations. The ladies, wow. Engineers, something physics, I think. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It was too much. It was just like, wow. And I apologize, but Virginia Tech instead of UVA, come on. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're a great school, but that's awesome, and congratulations to each and every one of you and to your parents and for the support you gave your teachers. You believe it or not, you helped them grow. You really did. So thank you.
Yeah. And make sure you go home and thank your parents.
Absolutely.
Anyone else? Okay. You all may leave, go home, do homework, or hang out. I know it's the last 4 weeks of school, and thank you.
Come to school every day.
Okay. Superintendent report.
Yeah, the only other thing I would like to say in my report is that next Tuesday at 7 p.m., the Board of Supervisors is going to be voting on the county budget. And the schools, as you know, is a big part of that budget. The main component of the school budget is getting the funds to be able to change our teacher salaries to be more competitive. And that is a push that we have tried as a board for many years. We're on our way there. This could be phase 1 of a 3-year phase that would make us competitive in the region and would change what we're able to do about retaining teachers. So I just encourage everyone to support the Board of Supervisors in their decisions. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for our community. But at the end of the day, strong schools make a strong community. And we all know that, and the stronger we can be, the better our community will be. So that's all I have.
Thank you. School board reports. Mr. Williams?
Yes, Madam Chair. It's hard to believe I was sitting here reading in 30 days the children graduate. I mean, it's hard to believe it's already there. It's been such a quick year, I feel. A lot to be proud of in that group, in every group. I mean, the construction, the video that Mr. Fox had put together is just wonderful. I mean, the amount of nurses and electricians and plumbers, auto mechanics, welders that we turn out, those are invaluable trades in today's society. So they should get the same accolades as everybody else. And I'd just like to see it continue that way. And to echo Mr. Drescher, I hope and pray that the May 7th, the vote goes in our favor for our budget, not for us. Doesn't affect us per se, but it affects a lot of lives of our teachers. And hopefully make Mr. Smith's job a whole lot easier so we don't have the turnover. And the video, those students show how good our faculty really is. So we need to, as a community, as Mr. Drescher said, take care of those folks. I mean, bottom line, it's a tough decision, I know, but as Mr. Drescher said, we've been working on it for years. I've been here about a little over 4 now, and ever since I've been here, we have talked and talked and talked, and I think this year is the year it needs to happen. And we need to continue just to stay in touch and take care of the children as we're supposed to, not only as a school board, but as a community. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Rosen?
Yeah, I'm not real happy with what I'm gonna tell you all, but it's time for me to come off of the board at the end of this year. So I'm just letting people know, in the press, that I will not be pursuing the position as chairman of the board from the Shenandoah District. It's been a lovely time with you guys. It really has been quite a learning experience. Probably a little harder learning curve in education than there is in healthcare, where I really spent my time. But I thank everybody who's helped me, and hope that I've been able to contribute a little something.
You have, and we thank you. Thank you. Mrs. McKeithrin?
I think Mr. Williams and Mr. Drescher said it best. I want to echo all those thoughts, and it's been an amazing evening here this evening. We have a lot to be proud of.
Thank you. Mr. Wells?
I'll echo what everybody has said. Because I have the longest tenure, I guess I have the longest institutional history. We were at a crossroads when I came on the board in 2002, and the Board of Supervisors at that time had the wherewithal and the gumption, for lack of a better word, to move forward with a building plan that had been long dormant, and we can see what became of that. We're at another crossroads, and our Board of Supervisors, as Mr. Williams and we've all pointed out, we know where the money comes from. It doesn't fall from the sky, it doesn't come off a tree, it comes from taxes, it comes from folks' pockets. But our community needs good, experienced teachers. I've said it before, we keep turning them out for other counties, and we need to put the brakes on that, and we need to step forward and do something for our teachers and make sure that there's a future for this school system. I hope that they will make the right choice. I know it's tough, and they just need to keep their vision forward and move forward with what's right.
Thank you. Well said. I agree. We were given these nice sheets, the schedules of all the different activities to plug into between now and the last day of school. There are a lot of things there. I hope that we can each find 2 or 3 to attend. I know I received an invitation the other week for the prom last Saturday from Warren County High School, and I have gone to the prom as a school board member before, but if you know me, I'm really, what's that? Well, that's exactly what I thought. They really don't want to see an old woman in a prom dress. Plus, I'm a blue jeans person, and it's really tough for me to get into a dress, and I just thought, let them have their night and enjoy it. But do take the time to look this over and see if there's something you can attend. There are a lot of theater productions that have been going on. They wrapped up last weekend, and choral concerts, so a lot of different things to take a look at. Action agenda. Approval of February 2019 VSBA School Board Policy Updates. Mrs. Shepherd.
Thank you.
In February 2019, VSBA submitted 51 policies for consideration by the Warren County School Board. A chart showing the updated policies has been prepared by staff members noting the proposed changes. An additional 16 policies are presented for review but have no recommended revisions. The first reading of the proposed changes was the April 3rd school board meeting. The second reading of the policies and an opportunity to discuss the changes was at the April 17th school board meeting work session. The recommendation for the tonight's meeting is to approve the policy updates for inclusion in the Warren County Public Schools Policy Manual as recommended by staff. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
I think we've all had time to look over everything and ask questions over the past month, unless anyone else has any further questions on the policies.
No.
Would someone like to offer a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion. I move the February 2019 VSBA policy updates be approved for inclusion in the Warren County Public Schools Policy Manual as recommended by staff.
Second.
All those in favor, aye? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. I think you're going to be standing up there for a few minutes. So
I
stay where
am.
you are. Approval of custodial services contract, update, and renewal information.
Thank you. On January 1st, 2015, Warren County Public Schools entered into an agreement with GCA Education Services to provide custodial services for all Warren County Public Schools. Warren County Public Schools renewed the contract with GCA for the 2016-17 school year, the 2017-18 school year, and the 2018-19 school year. The recommendation is to renew the contract with GCA Services again for the 2019-20 school year. GCA has agreed to keep the cost the same as the 2018-19 school year. The contract price for July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2020 will be $1,959,502.80. The contract price shall be paid in 12 monthly installments of $163,291.90. The recommendation is to approve the amendment to the service agreement with GCA Education Services, an ABM company, to extend custodial services from July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2020, contingent upon the adoption of the fiscal year 2020 budget. Just a side note, the number of employees that have remained with Warren County Public Schools since the transition to GCA Education Services is 26 employees, which is about 51% of the custodial work staff. Be happy to answer any questions.
Ms. Shepherd, is this the last year before it has to go back out to bid?
That is correct.
Thought it was. Okay.
Yes, we will go out for bid likely February of next year.
2020, okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Did you have a question?
No, I said we talked through it at work session.
Yeah. Okay. Would someone like to offer a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that approval be given for the superintendent to sign the amendment to the service agreement with GCA Education Services Incorporated, an ABM company, to extend custodial services from July 1st, 2019 through June 30, 2020 in the amount of $1,959,502.80, contingent upon the adoption of the fiscal 2020 budget.
Second.
All those in favor, aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Approval of contract for asbestos removal at A.S. Rhodes Elementary School.
So a quick note before I start reading this, the bids for A.S. Rhodes renovation will be published. The RFP, the bid invitation will be published in the newspaper Northern Virginia Daily and Winchester Star this weekend. So we are out for bid for the renovation of A.S. Rhodes Elementary School.
And this is separate from any of that?
It is. It is. Prior to the renovation of A.S. Rhodes Elementary School, asbestos will need to be abated. There is approximately 600 linear feet of asbestos pipe installation in the crawl space and 6,500 square foot of floor tile in the hallway in several classrooms. There may be some additional abatement needed in the floor mastic. As the asbestos abatement removal is occurring, the floor mastic will be tested to determine if it contains asbestos. If so, we will have the floor mastic abated. All the asbestos at A.S. Rhodes Elementary School is encapsulated and not harmful to our students or staff. Asbestos needs abated when items containing asbestos fiber is disturbed. The recommendation is to contract with Apex Companies to abate the asbestos at A.S. Rhodes Elementary School. Apex has determined the cost of the abatement for the pipe insulation and the floor tile will be $55,115. The cost to remove the floor mastic, if the floor mastic contains asbestos, is $4,250. The total cost would be $59,365. Apex has a cooperative contract with Prince William County Public Schools, which contains language in Section 38 that allows Warren County School Board to contract with Apex for asbestos removal. On the cover sheet, there is a summary of the work that's going to be provided, and the recommendation is to contract with Apex Companies for the abatement of asbestos at A.S. Rhodes Elementary School.
And these are the only areas that have been determined to have any asbestos. That
Yes.
covers it all.
Yes.
Any questions or discussion?
Madam Chair, the only question I have is they intentionally put, I mean, most of the pipe is in the crawl space, as I understand and what we've heard, but they put in there about the soil in the crawl space. Is it all soil underneath there? I mean, I've never been in that crawl space. Is it gravelled? I don't know.
There is soil. I'm not sure if there's gravel or
Right.
not, but it is not a hard surface like concrete or anything like that.
So I guess my question is, if they're tearing out this pipe insulation and some of it falls, whatever, and gets in the soil, where does that leave us liability-wise? They can come back and say, it's gonna cost more?
They could. They could.
I mean,
And it's,
or are they gonna put down, I'm
there
sorry.
will be a person there monitoring the asbestos
Yeah.
abatement, and they will do tests as the
Right, that's-
abatement is ongoing. So we will know immediately if there is any type of,
By reading it, I mean, it's very thorough. I mean, the way they test and all that. But I guess the real question is, are they gonna put down visqueen or plastic, whichever you wanna call it? So if debris does fall, then it's wrapped up instead of, it just falls where it may and
yeah.
then
My
it costs
experience
us
with
more.
asbestos removal at Ressie Jeffries Elementary School is the answer is yes, they did that.
I thought, but
So let me make
Yeah.
sure that that's part of this contract as well.
just so we don't get a by the way.
Good question. Is there a motion?
Excuse me, Madam Chairman, I think asbestos got me. I move approval be given to contract with Apex Companies LLC for the abatement of asbestos at A.S. Rhodes Elementary School not to exceed $59,365.
Is there a second?
I'll second it, and just want to point out, since we are on the video, the ability of school systems to utilize contracts that are created for other school systems. We're using one that Prince William has. We've done that in numerous contracts, and actually some have tagged on to our contracts just so that we can assure that our citizens that we're getting the best price and the best value for what we're doing. And with that, I second the motion.
Great, thank you.
Very good point, Mr. Wells.
Yes. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Approval of food management services contract. Mrs. Shepherd.
Thank you. On Thursday, February 14, 2019, Warren County Public Schools advertised a request for proposal for a food service management company for the purpose of entering into contract for the operation of a food service program for our school system. On Monday, March 4th, one firm, Sodexo, attended the mandatory pre-proposal conference. On Friday, March 22nd, 2019, Warren County Public Schools received one proposal in response to the RFP from Sodexo. In Sodexo's proposal, there was no cost increase for the administrative cost or the management fee. Sodexo's administrative cost remains at 16 cents per meal, and the management fee remains at 13 cents per meal. The management fee will not be paid unless the program generates a minimum guaranteed financial return of $72,750. The agreement includes the following: $72,750 guaranteed return, $6,000 annual scholarship, $6,500 backpack contribution to the backpack food program, $2,500 grant to introduce new programs in Warren County, $1,000 contribution to the Warren County Education Endowment. In Sodexo's proposal, there is an option for the current food service employees to become Sodexo employees. The recommendation is for Sodexo to employ all food service staff except the administrative assistant, which includes the following: all employees will receive a 3% pay increase. If an employee is making less than $10 per hour, their pay will be adjusted to a minimum of $10 per hour. Sodexo will increase all employees' workday from 5.5 hours to 6 hours per day. Sodexo will pay employees every 2 weeks. Sodexo will offer employees a 401k retirement plan, which will match 50 cents for every $1 an employee contributes up to 6%. Sodexo will offer all employees health insurance at a premium equal to or less than their current health plan. Sodexo will offer employees a comparable health care plan to all employees except the current employees enrolled in the Key Advantage 250, who will be offered the Care First 1000 health insurance plan. Sodexo will offer all full-time employees tuition assistance up to $2,500 per year for pre-approved culinary or food service courses, and Sodexo will keep the number of sick leave days the same as Warren County Public Schools. Our recommendation is for Sodexo to employ the food service staff with these recommendations. Be happy to answer any questions.
Their working schedule will be equivalent to the school days.
That is correct. So food service staff currently work 183 or 186 days. They come in a couple of days before school starts and then maybe a day after to clean up. So, and school is 180 days.
Any other comments or questions? No? Is there a motion?
No, I mean, we discussed this pretty thoroughly at the work session, and now, you know, Mrs. Shepherd's had a chance to refine it and work with Sodexo. It looks like a win for our employees. I mean, they've already been working with Sodexo for years, and it's great health care, nice 401k.
Not just a win for the
Better
employees,
pay.
for us also.
And for the school system a win.
Scholarships and contributions.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think everybody wins in this scenario. I can't see any negatives.
Yep. One of the things that I didn't mention is if the food service employees move to Sodexo, they may be eligible for unemployment during the summer months, which currently they are not eligible for unemployment during the summer months.
Okay. Interesting. Would you like to-
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion. I move approval be given to contract with Sodexo for our food service management company with all current food service employees except the administrative assistant transforming to Sodexo's employment on July 1st, 2019. I further move upon approval of proposed agreement by the Virginia Department of Education. The superintendent is authorized to sign proposed Sodexo food service management agreement for the 2019-2020 school year and accept any administrative non-material changes as required by the Virginia Department of Education.
Second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
It's a mouthful.
That was a long one. Discussions by school board, special board meeting date. Mr. Drescher, do you want to talk about that?
Next Tuesday evening, the Board of Supervisors, as you mentioned, will be voting on the county budget. Depending on what they do with that, and we just really don't know at this point, we will need to make some decisions rather quickly in terms of setting priorities, if we get the full amount that we've requested and you've approved, or we get something less than that. So we thought it would be beneficial to that process to meet as soon as we can after that meeting to hear what they did and if we have any direct feedback from them in terms of the amount that we're going to get. So we may not be able to make any decisions that day, but we certainly could have a discussion about this is what we know we're going to get if we do, and help us, guide the priorities of what you want staff to work on. So we'd be ready the following week to approve salary scales and move forward with our budget. Because we're getting to the point where we're getting to the point of being late in terms of offering contracts. It's going to impact us even now, not being able to do it before this date. But the quicker we can do that, the better.
Okay. I know some of us have already discussed if we,
Yes.
meeting Wednesday morning. Mr. Wells is not going to be able, you're not going to be in town that day. Are you going to be around Wednesday morning?
What's the date?
The 8th,
8th? Oh,
Next
Wednesday.
next
be right out-
Wednesday.
Yeah, sure,
9 o'clock in the morning?
I can make it.
And that works for you, Mr. Williams
Oh, yes, ma'am.
and Mrs. McKeithron?
We can do 8.
Okay.
It'll be very quick. We may not have a lot of information other than knowing what passed and what didn't. But I think it's important that we meet, and if we can't meet before the next week, I think it'd be helpful.
I guess I do have, well, 2 questions, Mr.
Yeah.
Drescher. One, that Board of Supervisors meeting's at 7 PM the night before, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then you said we're kind of late getting contracts together. Is that because the Board of Supervisors are late getting it?
It's been a more drawn-out process this
Okay.
year than normal, yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. So,
Okay, so 9 o'clock Wednesday,
Yeah.
May 8th.
May 8th.
And Mr. Drescher will have coffee and breakfast for us.
Absolutely.
Okay,
9 AM
9 a.m.
at the school board
We're
meeting.
going to meet down in the boardroom.
Yes.
Okay, all right. 34th Annual VSBA Conference on Education is July 23rd at the Richmond Marriott. If anyone is interested in attending, please let Mr. Ballantyne know. Is there any further business?
No, ma'am.
Meeting adjourned.